today's video I'm going to go through and do a little house maintenance, you could say. So the wall behind me, I'm going to go through and take everything out and completely redo it. My wife had the great idea and suggestion to go through and completely turn this entire wall into a singular bookshelf, or just kind of a centerpiece as well for a backdrop for future videos and whatnot. So that way as I go through and describe things, I might end up using that as a backdrop. But we're going to have a nice space for collectibles and everything else that I had from my prior life out in Illinois for 12 years. And we're going to put it all up on the wall here. So I'm going to do a time lapse of taking everything down. I'm going to go through and actually rebuild my desk as well. This huge monstrosity has been a fun centerpiece, as you can kind of see here. But the large speakers and this long, huge desk has got to go. I'm going to downsize it greatly, and we're going to make this a more functional space for a man cave. And without further ado, let's get going on this and start taking it apart piece by piece and see what she turns into. Alright, so as you can tell, it's a little echoey in here, but I decided to make a little pause moment and kind of go through what's happened so far. So my original intent, as you saw in the beginning clips, was to build the entire unit and then just set it up in place. I made it just a skosh under its proper measurement. The downfall of it, and the suggestion by my wife, was to build it as just kind of a faux box and then put it in place. My downfall was my dimension, because there are some factors. The windowsill, the doorknob we took off, but also the walls aren't perfectly plumb because they're textured. And they've been repaired in one or two spots from the prior owners or / renters of the house. So there was some snug points as we got it in. Very happy we didn't film that point. It was a struggle for like 45 minutes, but it ultimately ended up being that we took off the screws in the top right corner up here, or top my left if you're looking, or your left looking at it, my right currently. And we were able to drop that down and allow it to go into place by kind of shrinking that dimension. So it's in place now, and we've screwed it in on the top. I'm going to go through and run some secure screws on the sides, and then we're just going to build the dimension up, go from the bottom, and then just put the shelves in place. And what I've added, and we're going off the basis now, is little ledge points. So these are just little 1x1s that I cut up out of a couple 2x4s that I had laying around. They were spray painted pink, not really sure why. So this is going to be the reclaim part of the project. So these are going to go in. It's actually some nice kind of hardwood, I'm not really sure, or more dense wood. It might not be a hardwood, but it was a very dense wood to cut through. So these are going to go on the underneath and be the little kind of hangers for the shelf, or what the shelf sits on, little ledges. There's the word I'm looking for. So we're going to go through, mount those up, build the interior up from the bottom, and cue the time lapse. glad that it's turned out a lot better than I had anticipated, and I originally had some kind of holdbacks, you could say, or some reservations is a better term for it. I originally wanted it to be all outside, as I said earlier, but it's actually grown on me. I don't mind the little square peg looks in the corners, and I feel it's a lot stronger going this route than just having all the shear weight and everything being purely on screws. Now there's actually a 1x1 solid piece of wood, which I don't know what that is made out of, but holy cow, it killed 3 of my drill bits, either getting them caught and then they snapped in half, or it ended up just dulling out, actually 4 of them, snapped 2, and had 2 of them go just completely dead dull on me. So that stuff is some solid wood. I don't know what it is. It was all those little ones are reclaimed, as you saw in the video, cutting down the 2x4s. So they're up there, and I could probably climb this thing or stand in the dead center of it and not feel at all worried about it. So it'll hold a lot of weight, and I'm happy about that. And it'll have some different fun things that'll end up on here in a few. We'll get a nice update video up for that one. But hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure and hit that like button and subscribe as well. Every one of those subscriptions help greatly. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notifications each time I'm going through and having these nice fun builds and whatnot. And thank you all for watching very much. Hopefully you will continue viewing, and we'll see you in the next one.